don't know exactly what my shapes are going to be here, but I do know that I want this feeling of this bedrock. I want it to be a mass of rock, and a mass of rock. And I want it to climb up and then break and have some breaks coming down to the right. But I don't want these to come out like the spokes on a wheel. I want a balance of light going in this direction, broken by some of these clefts. So I'm kind of running out of time, but I'm just gonna throw a few more strokes in here to hopefully help to indicate the direction of these, and still establishing the shape of the rock. Well, that's kind of a nice crack running down there. Yeah, I think I'll just work with that. I think that will stay there. Whoop, starting to air whistle to myself again here. Okay. Now we'll just run a little bit of light over a couple of these strokes. And make it a little warmer than this. I've added a little bit of yellow ochre and a little more titanium white to it, just to give it a bit of warmth. Okay, I'm going to cut right across that one. Okay. I know my time is short, I get impatient, and that's when you make mistakes. That's it for the moment. I'll probably get more progress done before I do much more videoing. It's a big painting. I really, if I take you along painting with me, then I prefer to work on a smaller work, because now I'm kind of looking all over the place and kind of bouncing all over the place. Anyway, that's today's shot. Have a good one, eh? See ya. Yeah, I'm a big talker now. Anyway, I just thought I'd take you along for a few moments while I do a bit of work on this side. Haven't got much done today. That's okay. Some days I don't get a lot of painting done. Life gets in the way. I'm sure everybody has to deal with that now and then. I loaded my brush a little bit too heavily back in here, and I have to be careful of that, because as soon as you throw, on a painting like this anyway, as soon as you have your brush too loaded, you lose the tooth. You don't see the tooth anymore. And I want to show the tooth on most of my strokes. It's not the worst thing, but I prefer to have it showing a little bit. Right now I'm working with alizarin crimson. No. Raw umber and ultramarine blue. Sorry about that. As much as I like misleading people, I didn't mean to do it just there. Okay, that catches a bit of light. The stroke, the edge of it appears to be a little too uncertain, so I'm going to make it a bit straighter. I'm going to dab a little bit of burnt sienna into it, just to give some variety of color on this rock. And why not carry this variety? No, I was thinking of putting it in there, but I might end up going fairly dark, because this rock, this is a slab of bedrock, and there will be some crevices going into it. So I want to be able to introduce maybe some of these grasses into the cracks in places. If not, then darker shadow. My plan is to have sunlight. This is more of a silhouette because of the light behind it, but to have a bit of sunlight sort of cascading down these last bunches of branches and foliage. So I'm going to become a little more intense in here. Also because I need to balance off, I have fair intensity here, higher values, higher chroma, and then over here I do as well. Can you see those rocks over there? Take my glasses off. Okay, yeah. So I need to bring some of this light over here as well. I need to keep this fairly lively, if you will. And I think this is how I will do it. That's sort of in the shade, you know, there's a stand of trees off to the left maybe, casting a bit of a shadow. But this tree mostly will be catching some light. So let's do that. Let's just okay, that's a raised area. I want the back of that rock to have a bit of shadow. You know what? I'm going to ignore that. There, that really serves to bring it forward already. I may put light here. I'm going to wait. Again, you know, when I say if you're a little concerned about one area, paint in an area that you feel more confident in. Even as far as single strokes are concerned, that's what I'm doing right now. Because I know I want more light sitting here. And I'm not, this might just be intermediary in value, or I might intensify it, but I'm waiting. So it starts to catch light here. I'm going to put highlights on these branches yet. Not going to worry about it now. But then that light is coming from the left and a little bit behind us. So it's going to spill across these rocks a little bit. It'll be a little darker under here. This, of course, is going to stay quite dark, quite in the shadow there. Yeah, I'm going to go with the mid-level color here, or mid-level value. And let's just put in, I added a little bit of burnt sienna, as with that stroke. We'll put that in there. As we continue to build some interest. And you know, just to be silly, what if I were to indicate a bit of foliage by putting a couple of bluer spots in right there? That's it, done deal. Every now and then, throughout the painting, it doesn't hurt to do that. Again, it can add a bit of richness.